What's up guys, my name is Dean, aka the Blue Crusader, and welcome back to the channel. Known for its random terrain generation, with every map being unique in their own right, Minecraft is a game where every map is different and holds different surprises and secrets to find. It can be a very important thing to find an optimal seed when starting a new world, whether you want structures to be close by or an easier way to find a stronghold or pillager outpost from the get-go. Seeds play a big role in our new saves. In this video, I'll be showing you the top 10 Minecraft seeds 1.16.3 edition, which is updated for Minecraft 1.16, the Nether update for the newest patch. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 10. This is a beautiful seed that spawns you on a huge taiga forest island. In the distance there's a much smaller plains and beach based island that houses a really great looking seaside village on it. The coastal village here is really cool. It looks awesome and it's a really homely seed, as you can inhabit the taiga island and then make trips to the village to trade at. There's other villages, mine shafts and more to explore in this one, but I really love how these islands look and where they are situated. This seed is for the uninitiated who want to explore what the new Minecraft 1.16 Nether update has to offer. Jump into your game with a seed and you'll be surprised with spawning right into a village with one of the new ruined portals in it. When you jump into the portal, you'll find yourself lost in the Nether with two Nether fortresses in front of you in a lush basalt deltas biome. It's really simple to explore both of these awesome structures because they intertwine and link to each other, which is another cool visual bonus. Number 8. This seed is for anyone who hasn't explored a Woodland Mansion before, or who just wants a structure to jump into as soon as they spawn into the world, regardless of the potential danger that it imposes. Woodland Mansions are awesome grand structures with a lot of cool surprises inside. This seed spawns you right in a swamp with a huge woodland mansion nearby, as well as a flower forest within pretty close proximity, as well as a lovely looking village that's not so far away from it too. Number 7. This seed is a really interesting one because it immerses you in a swamp biome, but it's really cool because if you are in the right spot, you'll be surrounded by a square of 4 different witch huts. This almost feels like you're going against the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, but they're witches in Minecraft. These 4 sisters are all living in the swamp, and if you're unlucky enough to stumble upon each one of them and their cats, you'll be in for a surprise when you're fresh out of the spawn because witches are pretty tough mobs to beat early on. It's just kind of cool that they have 4 different witch huts that are all matching and in really close distance to each other. Number 6. This seed is a spectacular one that gives you a triple whammy of structures to check out. You have an NPC village situated in the center in a plains biome, which is surrounded by roofed forest biomes and swamps too. On each of its different sides you have 2 different giant woodland mansions which are in a pretty close distance all from each other. This means that you get an easy start out in the village and the opportunity to jump right into the action when you have the right items to do so. There's also another village and a witch hut and a ruined portal somewhere pretty close if you journey out enough to the swamp and other nearby biomes. This is a nice little seed that gifts you with a lot of stuff all together. Number 5. Next up is a simple little island seed that spawns you on a small humble island, with a few trees, some sand and dirt, and completely surrounded by the ocean. The hidden surprise that lurks in the depths below you is the nearby ocean monument, this looming presence in your proximity as you grace yourself with dropping into this world. This is a tough to tackle challenge to set yourself to work towards beating this structure in the early phases of your world. Number 4. This is a really beautiful seed that situates you in a desert biome with a backdrop of an extreme hills biome in its distance. Things may seem entirely normal at first here, but the great thing is the gigantic lava fall pouring down the side of the mountain as it hits the water in the background. This means you can easily gather both water and lava, access a desert village for some easy resources, and maybe even build a really awesome lava based build on the mountain's top if you're into building cool fantasy structures. And of course, if they both clash together, you'll either get obsidian or cobblestone, which is even more resources that you can get. Number 3. This seed is probably one of the biggest potential dangers on this list. If you ever felt unequipped to tackle illagers, even with a full diamond gear set, which is something that always is a challenge, then you'll feel completely out of your depth here with this seed. Just a few blocks away from the spawn, you'll have access to a pillager outpost. This is a good and bad thing. You won't have to seek one out now, but you'll probably have to run away from it when you have weak weapons and no armor to tackle them. You wouldn't want to start a village raid just yet either, would you? Number 2. This forest village seed will give the player a really nice village spawn located right next to a super steep mountain, which is a perfect spot for a warm home to settle down in, hidden by the natural stone obstruction that the cliff face provides. You could easily use the seed to build a great castle on the hillside next to this village, towering over it on the mountain as a fort to protect or watch over it, or even build some kind of cool lift going to the top like Game of Thrones. There are so many options here. There's also a luscious forest that surrounds the village, making it a great place to seek out wood to start out with a kickstart. Not to mention the crops from the farms and the villager trades being available for the early game for the player. Number 1. One of the things I love most in Minecraft are the coastal villages that sit right on the edge of the oceans. These lively villages are hubs for fishing and great places to sail to and from, as well as being a really nice hotspot to set up a house nearby or just expand the settlement. This is my favourite type of village because it's easy to find when you sail back, and it's in the perfect position where you don't need to trail across the land to reach it again. Right on the end of a long stretch of ocean, this village has immediate access to some really nice food and items for the player who finds the extensive amounts of loot it holds in store for them. Then there's a lot of trees scattered around and a desert nearby to gather other goods and materials from. This is a nice balance of available options to the player situated between multiple biomes, and it's a decent sized village to utilise and explore. It gives you enough loot and enough resources without being too overpowered as a start, and it looks really nice. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and if you disagree with these seed choices that I featured in the video and you think you have some awesome seeds which aren't on this video's list, please comment these down below so all of us can use your seeds. A lot of people have their own really awesome seeds that they find or that they have discovered themselves, which might be worth us checking out. So leave your seeds down in the comments below that support Minecraft 1.16.3 so everyone can use them and play with them. If you want more top 10 Minecraft videos, subscribe with the notifications on and like the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.